big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. He misses with that jab. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Both men step back for just a moment. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. He missed with that jab. He scores with that right uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jones Jr. And around. On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
He misses with that jab. And he just misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he just missed with that left jab. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. That counter shot lands. What a punch. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Well, we're entering desperation mode. On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world We're the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
This is all about ego. And safety is out of the window. Tactics are out of the window. They don't need gloves. They need beer glasses. The way they're fighting, this is ridiculous.
Nice exchange here from both men. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jones Jr. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. Back at it in round 4. Let's see if they have a plan B after last round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
He threw the hook, didn't land. You'd like to see more jabs. And he misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jones Jr. On to the 5th we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around? Oh, what a punch! You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Just misses with that jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. Great counter right hand there. Back and forth they go. He parries the right jab away. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Well, this is the time. There's the bell for round 6. After that last round, something has got to change. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That punch scores. He got out of the way of that right hook. Fantastic punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
I hope this fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jones Jr. He is down big time on the scores.
Leaves a knockout without it.
Here we go. It's round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive. So much firepower here. Nice counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
No rest for the weary. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You gotta ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Not much time left in the round. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Jr. The game plan to... Round 8, and we're off again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good one. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. The perfect counter lands. Tried to score with a jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. And that jab just missed with the left hand. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jones Jr.
He's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone.
And there's the bell for round 9. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around? When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. The jab slightly off target. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good counter punching. Couldn't land that jab. Lands with the right counter. Back and forth they go. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Jones Jr. What would you tell this guy he's got to do? We've made it to round 10. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Missed him with that uppercut. There's a counter shot. That left hook missed. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Beautiful counter punch. He just misses with that big right hand. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jones Jr.
Gone. I'm telling you,
And there's the bell for round 11. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. Catch and shoot. There's a right hand. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Come on, give these guys a chance. They're just trying to figure out how they're going to...
You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
They don't like that. Listen to that. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.